So I just got done watching Chris Joslin versus Matt Berger. And it was a good game. It was actually one of the better games so far. However, it was still not interesting. And I was trying to figure out why that was the case. And it comes down to one thing, I think, and that has to do with the editing of these games right now. Batb 12 was really, really bad with this. But 13 is still struggling. I will say this, it's light years ahead of Batb 12. No doubt about it. We've seen some amazing games so far. But the editing is really crucial in these games. I think that it could really use that rifle of tricks again. If you look back, Chris Cole versus Dennis Buznitz. Back to back to back, rifling the tricks. It's like Chris Cole lands the trick, Buznitz defends, Chris Cole lands, Buznitz defends. They do that until the switch big heel. Once that switch big heel happens, that's when they do a cutaway. When they do the cutaways at this time, it was here and there. You see the crowd, it feels like more of a competition when you do it this way. When you look at, Sean Malta versus Donovan Strain even on Batb 1, that same feeling when you're watching that game. Just because, especially with Sean Malta, like he's doing all those tricks, then he does that switch tray, and then you see Stefan Janowski's face. It adds character to the battle itself. Steve Barra and the Barracks knows that they need to have their watch time up on these videos so that way YouTube sees that, they get more views. However, when you look at the long picture of things, these older videos are more watchable. Especially Moose versus PJ Ladd, Batb 6. That's still my favorite battle to watch. I'll still watch it. Every once in a while, if I want to just skate flat ground, I'll watch that game of skate, and that's enough. Batb 11, Battle Talk, Round 3, Week 2, with Mike Moe and Chris Roberts. They covered Batb 11, Chris Joslin versus Philippe Gustavo on that episode. They show the entire game of skate, one take. Now, if they could do that, they could also have two versions of this game of skate that comes out. You've got the ones that feel more hyped, the ones that are more exciting, which I think are the shorter ones where you rifle off the tricks and then you have just a little bit of cutaways, and then you can also have these longer videos like this that show the entire game of skate. Because I think that they're both worth watching, especially because, people might think that it's fake. It's probably a good idea to have an entire game of skate like that as well. Just one raw, showing it all. You do that in the finals already. People like that. People will still watch it. Not only do we have way more cutaways now, we also have way more right away. Another thing that's been happening with a lot of these games, you see one trick and then they decide to slow-mo it, and it takes away from the excitement of the game. That's a huge part of it. But also the riding up to the trick, when there's too much ride in and too much ride away, you are also making it feel like the competition is not as exciting. There's another YouTube channel out there that I cannot find right now. Maybe it was taken off, but they had these cuts, the BATB ADHD versions. There's a reason why those were getting so many views, and that has to do with the fact that people want to see these tricks just back to back to back to back. At least that's my opinion.
I don't know, man.
That's about all I have to say about that. Till next time, ciao.